Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Obviously, very different background that you're seeing. This is the, this is the room that I have at my parents' house, and I do have my bed set up, and my nightstand I just got. Everything else is in disarray, and I really wanted to wait to film this until I had some kind of a background going on, which is this bed right here. And I want to do like some tea lighting or something over that, some more accent pillows, something just to have a space as like a nice background. I miss having my actual bedroom as a background for filming, but that's just kind of a little disclaimer about what's going on here. If you're new to my channel, I just moved, so that's why I'm explaining kind of my background situation. So I am doing the assumptions video. This is my second time doing it. If I can find the first one pretty easily, I'll link it down below. I don't want to like search through videos. I did this back when it was a big thing, and Caitlin and I are actually inspired me to do it again because I've had quite a bit of new subscribers since that happened. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So first assumption about me is that I come from a very big family, and that is absolutely not true. I actually come from a relatively small family, and I have other family members that are just kind of strewn like throughout the US, but most of my life it was just my sister Samantha and I. So I don't have like a large, huge family. I personally wanted to have quite a few children because I wanted to have a bigger family, and I felt like growing up I would have loved to have like tons of brothers and sisters. So that's what I wanted for my kids. So that's kind of why I made the decision to have more children than my mom had. The next assumption is that I'm not a jealous person, and that's mostly true, but some scenarios might cause me to be jealous. Like for instance, someone's trying to steal my best friend and she like hanging out with someone besides me. That might make me a little bit jealous. But typically in life, I'm not super jealous. I try not to be. I know that you're not supposed to be jealous and envious of others, but I definitely have struggled with that in the past before. So this one's kind of like true and false. The next assumption is that I am a very loyal friend. Yes, I like to think that I am a very, very loyal friend. I try to be. However, even this one has its boundaries. Like, I'm not gonna hide a dead body for you. If I love you to death, I don't love you enough to go to prison for you. Obviously that's not a normal case scenario. I just thought it was funny because when I read that assumption, my first thought was, yes, I'm very loyal, but I would never hide a dead body for you. I would never commit a crime for you. But yeah, I think I'm a very, very loyal friend. I mean, I do my best to be loyal friends. I try not to hurt any of my friends or anyone for that matter. So yes, I would say that one is true. The next one's funny too. The next assumption is that I have a lot of patience with my children. And I feel like honestly that's false. I feel that I could have more patience probably, especially with Aniston. She's 5 if you're new here. There's times, you guys, I just don't have patience at all. Like, she has no chances some days, and some days she has a million chances. I need to be more consistent. I either need to have patience or not. I'm just so inconsistent with when I have patience. Sometimes I let outside things affect me, and if I'm in a bad mood, I might be like, I have no patience today, and then she's kind of like, what? Normally you give me 2 chances or whatever, so I could definitely be better about that one. So yeah, this one's false. I don't always have a lot of patience with my kids. The next one is that it says you had plastic surgery to get down to pre-pregnancy weight. That is false. I have had no plastic surgery since having the twins. If you guys are new here, I did do a video about plastic surgery that I personally have had. I've had a lip augmentation or filler and a rhinoplasty. That's all I've had, and I've had nothing since then. And I would be honest because I have nothing to hide. Like, I obviously could have never told you guys about the other things, but I personally don't see anything wrong with plastic surgery if that's what you choose to do. None to get down to pre-pregnancy weight at all. I'm not even, at this point, I think I went down to pre-pregnancy weight and then I kind of gained weight since then. So no, I would love to just like go get something done that gives me like hard abs and a flat tummy, but I'm not going to. The next assumption is that it says you actually do call your husband dad or daddy. No, that one is completely false. I'm not into that. I don't know, like that's just not my thing. And if you don't know where that joke is coming from, there was a subscriber who made a comment, probably not even a subscriber, more like a troll, who made a comment that because my husband's older than I, we were sitting next to each other, and it was actually on a video the day that he deployed, which is so rude now that I think about it. They commented, oh, she married her dad. And ever since then, I thought it was just the funniest comment I've ever seen. It's my favorite comment to this day. But no, I don't actually call my husband dad or daddy. The next person says they assume that I eat pretty healthy. That is true and false. It's actually more false than it is true, if I'm being honest. Let's say, a typical Anna doesn't eat anything healthy. I could not be bothered to be worried about counting calories and eating healthy. I don't have any kind of self-discipline when it comes to buying bad things and eating bad things in the house. But there are times, like right now currently, I am trying to be good, and I've actually been doing really well the past couple of days. Generally it doesn't last though, but for a few weeks, and whatever weight I lose now, I just gain back at the end, so I kind of go back and forth. I would love to get in shape and that be a lifestyle change. I just haven't actually made it happen yet. So maybe this is the time. We'll see. The next assumption is that I have a nanny for my twins. This was true. It's now not true anymore. We had a nanny living in Iowa. She was part-time with us, but I loved her. I still love her. And I wish I could have just taken her and like brought her here with us. But now they are in a church daycare that I love. I was on a wait list with them for a while, for several months, and at the last minute they had an opening for both babies in the nursery, and I was just stunned. But it's been such a blessing so far. I love it. I do miss our old nanny though, because she was the best. The next assumption is that I would never do well just sitting still. This is true. I feel like I always need to have something going on. I need to be planning for something, or looking forward to something, or have my hands in something. So yeah, that one's definitely true. Okay, the next assumption, it's very kind, but I'll tell you right now, it's not true. It says you have a lot of self-confidence, you never get tired, and you have a lot of friends. I don't always have self-confidence, you guys. I actually feel like my self-esteem sometimes is on the lower side compared to some of my friends who just have it all together. I'm always tired. Y'all, I'm tired all the time. I'll be honest. I wake up and I'm just like, why am I so tired? And then having a lot of friends, I don't have any friends, you guys. Y'all are my friends. I have my best friend. Her name is also Anna, and she lives here we're in Alabama now. Well, she's always been here. I live in Alabama now, and I can see her all the time. And it's the best thing about being here, almost, having my best friend here. I have a few close friends in Iowa, but I don't have a lot of friends. I have a lot of like acquaintances, people that I know and I've met in passing and that I know through people, but I'm just not someone who has a ton of close friends, because that's a lot of work to keep close relationships with that many people. Like, I used to just want to have a lot of friends, and I tried to like make it work with everyone, but as you grow older in life, I feel like, at least for me, as I've grown older in life, I've just like let some like friendships go because I was the only one putting in the work for it. And it's kind of like a marriage where both of you have to work at it. And especially when you get older and like you move away or you have kids and you have jobs and stuff, like it's not like in high school where you see each other every single day and you hang out. You know, life gets busy, and I just don't know if I even have time for like tons of close friends. So I just have my few really, really close friends. And you guys, of course, y'all are all my friends. A lot of people said this one. They all said, I assume that you're high maintenance. And I would say yes. Not that I am proud of being high maintenance, and I don't really know, I mean, I'm high maintenance as far as like, I like to get my hair done. I like to try to look my best, and when I feel confident, I feel the most confident whenever I feel like I look put together. Even if it's just like brushing my hair out like this, like brushing it out and throwing on mascara, I just feel more confident that way. I know some people can just wake up and throw their hair in a bun and just walk outside and they feel confident. That's just not me. I am higher maintenance when it comes to like appearance, I think. Well, not I think, I know. I'll just admit it. I know that I'm high maintenance. Yeah, y'all know me. That's right. The next assumption, if you had the choice, you'd permanently move to Alabama, parentheses, with the Hubs and family, of course. Yes. You guys know I would move here in a heartbeat. However, the only thing that would keep me from actually doing that, even if it was an option like tomorrow, the dream job that I have is in Iowa. I don't have the ability to do that job here. And it's important to me. You know, I've fallen in love with it. It's what I want to do, and it's not even an option here. So, I mean, no, I guess I really wouldn't right now. In the future, yes, absolutely. The next person's assumption is that I would like to have more multiples of children, like another set of twins. False. False. Dwight Schrute, false. I don't want any more multiples. If I have more kids. Not that it's been hard. It's not hard. Like, well, that's not true. It is hard, but not as hard as everyone made it out to be. Like, everyone tries to like scare you, like, oh, one is the one that has twins and it was just terrible. She never slept. She never did this. I just don't want any more multiples of kids because multiples are expensive. That's the main thing. Double daycare cost, double the cost of formula, double everything. And it's expensive to keep these babies alive in general. And now that they're getting older, it is getting a little bit harder because if one's on the move this way, one's going to move that way, and it's just a lot of like hustle and bustle, and you literally can't turn your back when you have one crawling baby, much less two. And I only have one crawling right now, so I'm actually really nervous when the other one starts crawling. So I don't want any more multiples of children. The next person's assumption is that I was really popular in high school, and that's false. I actually was not, that I'm aware of. I mean, it was a small school, so like everyone knew who everyone was, but I just had like my few like group of friends, kind of the same way I am now. Just a small group of friends that I always hung out with, and that was that. The next assumption is that it says you have a slight shopping problem, and maybe I might have a slight shopping issue with things that I don't need. You know, there's times that I just go out and just, you know, I want this and I want this, so I'll get it. But do I actually need it at that time? No. Why am I turned sideways? I just realized that I'm like facing that way. So that might be considered a problem to some people, but I don't have the kind of shopping problem where it puts, you know, my husband and I like in debt and we can't pay bills. So not that kind of shopping problem, but I probably could be more mindful of the money that I do spend just on whatever things that I feel like I want or that's cute for the kids, so I just get it. So I would say this one probably is a little bit true. The next person says that I don't need sleep. Again, that's not true. I have to have sleep. The next person's assumption is that I may be a hardworking mom, and it says, but your stress and anxiety sometimes will overwhelm you. This is actually true. I do suffer from anxiety, and there are times that it is overwhelming, especially whenever I had to make the move here with the kids. I was extremely overwhelmed. It was around the time that I had finals and everything just kind of was coming up on me. I wanted to pass my finals. I wanted to pass my classes. I needed to get moved. I didn't pack till like the night before I moved. It was a lot of things to pile on myself. It was very overwhelming. I cried a lot. I was irritated a lot. I became very like annoyed at everything. I had no patience with my daughter. At that time, it was one of the times where I just could not deal with the attitudes. I had so much going on. The last thing I wanted to do was argue with her about like what she was wearing for school or what she was going to eat. I was actually very overwhelmed, and it was rough. It was really, 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 really rough on me. And I didn't get instant relief whenever I moved here either. Like even now, I still have that anxiety level at least a little bit high, trying to get things figured out for my semester here. And all that kind of stuff. So, yes, I do have anxiety medication. Not that I'm going to go into that whole detail of that, but I do have anxiety medication if I need it. It's just an as needed type of medication, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I know a ton of people who are in the same situation that I am that have anxiety and have to take medication for it. But yeah, that is definitely very true. Last one. My assumption is that you are an awesome person and you don't take crap from anyone. I hope that I'm an awesome person, but I do take crap from people, you guys. Sometimes in life, it's not worth an argument. There are tons of people that I take crap from, and it's not like sarcastic crap. If it's someone isn't having a good day and they have like a really snarky thing to say, you just gotta let it go sometimes, even though sometimes I can't and I get really aggravated and it ruins my day. I take crap a lot just because sometimes it's not worth the argument. It's not. Now, I will defend myself if I'm like attacked, like blatantly attacked by someone, which hasn't happened in like a really long time. I will defend myself. Obviously, I'm not going to cower down and not defend myself. But yeah, sometimes this took me a long time to figure out and learn. I actually have a friend of mine who gave me this life lesson of picking your battles and when not to argue, when not to get upset over stuff. And that was one of actually probably my hardest lessons in life was learning when to back down and not start arguments and get snarky, especially like in relationships, marriages, friendships. Is it worth the argument? So yeah, I take crap all the time. Sometimes it's just not worth it, you guys. It's not worth it. That's a little deep, but sometimes it's just not worth it, okay? Yeah, so there's some life advice from me that I learned from somebody else that I will pass on to you guys. So hope you guys like this video. This was more like lighthearted. No one roasted me and said anything like really mean, which I'm really surprised about, to be honest, because some of the other people who did this video roasted completely. And I think I was roasted more on my first assumptions video, but it was fun doing this one, and I actually am kind of relieved that it wasn't as bad as the first one and everything was super nice. So that's going to be all for this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!